Do that. Okay. Here we go. Contact's dry. But we'll get through this. Hey there, everyone. Welcome. Hi. How are you? Just camera here just a little bit. There we go. Let's see. Much better. Welcome, everyone. It's a wonderful Monday night. Utah is where I'm at. Salt Lake. Beautiful country. The snow on the mountains is absolutely gorgeous. If you guys haven't been seeing it, it's pretty amazing how just beautiful it is out there. I was driving home and just awesome. But more on that here in a little bit. A little high. Sorry. People come in, play with my computers and stuff. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better. That's what we're looking for. Something a little more like that. Yes. Okay. So welcome everybody. It's a Karmic Transmission tonight. As always, I'm your host. I'm that guy that just kind of is here talking. Yeah, that's me. I'm Jake Vanderlinden. I'm a partner in karma with Karma Incarnate is the best way that I can put it. It's on the business. Oh, that's not the business card. There's a business card. See, look at this. This is awesome. These are fun because right there, partner in karma. That's kind of the idea is that we're all just here spreading a great idea, which is that taking action in your local community and actually doing something instead of saying and talking about it is what it takes to make actual livable change for everybody. Not only change your life, but change the lives of those around you. That's the idea is aim high, right? You know, if you're going to do something, why not do the utmost that you can and see if you can't make things a little bit better and a little bit brighter for everybody. So, yeah. But as always, best place to find out what we're doing, what we're about, why I'm even rambling on this thing, check out our website, karmincarnate.com. It's right there, guys. It's pretty amazing. It spells out exactly what we do, which is we have people that buy family food gifts. We go out and buy food, and we prep it with, stickers and just the marketing pieces there so that people know who we are and what we're doing, how the food shows up in their home. And then we go and deliver it to a food bank. That's what we do. It's that funny little thing when people say, well, why don't I buy food and take it to a food bank? And I go, well, you can. It's exactly what I do. I let people pool their money with me, so we can make that elephant disappear. You guys remember that old adage? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, I want to bring 10,000 mouths to all take one big bite and see what that'll do. Because I think that elephant will just be gone. It's like those time lapse videos of all the mealworms or the what do you call them? The beetles and stuff like that, right? Take it clean. It'll take no time at all, and we humans are no different. But yeah, check out our website, karmincarnate.com. Right now, I'm coming to you live on Facebook I'm coming to you live on YouTube. For those of you connecting, hopefully through Facebook and stuff like that. Those are kind of our primaries. But we also got Instagram. We've got that where we're gonna have TikTok. My wonderful new lady friend is helping me in the realms of all the social medias, and we're getting better at it. We're learning more about it and trying to hopefully get this message spread even further, because it's all we need, guys, is we just need more people helping us by buying food for the food bank. It's that easy. I know you sometimes think about giving food from your pantry or something from your cupboards, and the big thing there, guys, is dirty little secret. The food bank has to hire and pay people to come in and sort through that and only deliver the good things to the actual distribution centers instead of just that going to people. So yeah, sometimes it's a whole lot easier, and every single one of them, any institution out there, you name it, it's super easy to just go in there and say, here, give cash, because the beautiful part about cash is it will get to the cause. My side of it is how much. That's where we start splitting hairs and wondering, is my dollar doing the best that it can? And in all my time looking into things and playing the giving game, I have yet to find any that really deliver what I'm looking for outside of, like I said, just me personally going and buying food and giving it to somebody, right? Organizations have overhead, they have structure, they have people, employees, and managers, and individuals that do marketing and research and development, and if nothing else, they've got people just out talking about it, and all of that has a cost. You know, manpower is still power, and power is not free. You guys seen your power bill lately? What about your heating bill? Hmm? It's nuts, absolutely nuts, guys. It's insane, utter insanity for no real good reason that I can find. So, but yeah, that's the name of the game. Is it's all about energy, and you are the rarest and most powerful source of energy there is, the individual, because it's only through your efforts that anything happens. You know, even just waking up and acknowledging the fact that there is a world out there beyond yourself that has people and places and things and doings and goings on. That's that's to be amazed and marveled at. So do not sell your impact short, because if you don't open your eyes, none of this is really there for your existence, is it? It's all just kind of gone, kind of bleak. But anyway, this is the fun thing about karma. There's so many cool tangents and things that you can talk about. And I'm flying solo again tonight. Last week I had the wonderful Ethan on with me. He's my homie. He's my new little buddy. He's my girlfriend's kid. Love him to pieces. He's a good egg. Works hard. He's really helpful. It's funny. He'll come into my. I have a day job because feeding people is hard work and it requires additional income sometimes. So you get a day job. But he comes in and he'll hold the doors for people. He'll run and fetch things for me and go grab papers off of printers and stuff. He's a good kid, really good kid. And everybody seems to like him, which is the best part. So it means his mom did something good. Here's to you, baby. Mm. So good. Sometimes you need that nice little sweetness that a soda pop can bring, along with the fizz. But anyway, guys, it's crazy that we're already into the month of February for the new year, because we're coming up on. I just processed reports. We got a Karma weekend coming up. That's happening Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's all right here. So we got our money pooled from January. We were, like I said, I ran the reports. We've got everything funded and ready to go. So with luck, Rexy boy and I do have to close at my other job. Hopefully I can juggle this in there. But Rex and I should be buying food on Thursday, and then Friday night. We used to have a big label event and have people come out, and we'd kind of put together a whole little thing with pizza and drinks and good times. And we've kind of brought them back. I need to make a note that I need to update some photos. But yeah, we kind of brought them back in the fact that Rex and I are now bringing our friends, some of our close friends, and having some family and stuff meet up with us. But we're doing our label events on Friday, and then Saturday we get up in the morning, we go and drop food off the food bank, and we help them get it inside and situated so that people can come through and grab it. And very humanizing place, this food pantry that we go to, because they let people come through and kind of go grocery store style, where they can come in and they can pick and take the things that they need. So they're not just given, oh, here's your box of stuff, get on. Like there's a lot of care and consideration that goes into it, and sometimes that's they have to deal with what they've got, because in the end, it's still just people giving what they can, right? But it's pretty amazing. It's pretty incredible how friendly and open this food pantry is, because that's why we've been doing it. We've delivered to St. James Episcopal Church now for 11 years. You know, since Karma started way back in the day. You should check out the website. There's some pictures of Rex with wee little baby beard. I mean, we're talking like he had a beard that was so tiny, it was just like this, right? And I was no different, but it's him with the very first food purchase. We've got some pictures of that on our website, because you can see how far we've come, and it always fluctuates. You know, that's one of the. I know that it gets everybody, because the economy is what the economy is, right? And it's when we all feel the pinch in our own pocketbook, you know, who feels it even more is the people that are in need, right? In true situations, like, you know, over the years, I've met people who they were coming to the food pantry because their house burned down and they're living with their brother and sister-in-law, right? And I don't know about you, that's a crazy situation to be in, but they were lucky that they could come and get a little relief and a little bit of help because in those times, knowing that you got a little food in your belly, that you've got a way to feed yourself, gives you more strength to keep going. It gives you the next opportunity to to um, to find some reprieve and get ready for the next step because it's always a rebuilding from there. And tragedy is one of those ones that's, yeah, very real. Happens every day. I just remember that old saying, "There, but for the grace of God go I," and try to have a little bit of mercy and just sympathy or empathy for those that are in those situations. And I hope that if I was ever in need, somebody like me would be around. This is what I want to aim for. So it's about helping and being good. It's why I do the day job that I do. Is I like to help people. I like to see if we can get them in a better situation so that they can improve their lot because that's what we all want. And there's a lot of us out there that are like that. So, and that's why again, don't sell your impact short. You know, if you've got that inkling, if you've got that want and desire, then do it. Go out and give something a try. Right. So it's pretty amazing because along with the Karma weekend this month, February is going to click by because Rex and I are going to be heading out to Japan as well. We're taking a little bit of a vacation. It's been about a year since we went last time. Rex has got some videos. He's got a couple of 5-2 karmas and stuff that he was going to throw out here, I think, before we go, just because it's been about a year since he and I went last, and we went with Alyssa and Colby. Colby, we met this guy named Tyler, um, who he ended up taking over the family onsen and ryokan in Kamesi is what the town's called. It's this little they have peach fields and peach orchards and stuff like that. Um, Neat little town just outside of Nagano. But we stayed there for a night at this guy's family ryokan, and the guy's like 6'5", pretty big tall white guy from Seattle. We married a little Japanese woman, and then when her family was like, "Well, we're gonna tear it down and like turn it into a parking lot if nobody wants it," and he went, "Yeah, I'll take it. I'll go run the family hot spring resort," and he's kicking butt. He's tearing up. It's pretty awesome. So we had a good time staying there. They have a lot of turtle stuff everywhere because the turtles are supposedly how they found the hot springs. Is somebody just wandering along the river and saw a bunch of turtles playing in bubbling water and found a hot spring. So it's pretty cool. Pretty neat little town with a cool fort. Like there's a big fort up on top of the mountainside there, and the road we were gonna hike it. Like we were walking over to it because like a short little walk, a little jaunt. We got to the base and looked up, and it's just these big winding switchbacks all the way up this old medieval Japanese fort from like the 1400s. Um, but like we got there, and Rex and I are ready. We're both pumped. Like, yeah, let's do this. And we look at Colby and Alyssa, right? And there is no going. There was no way. It was fun, but we decided we ended up going back into town, and we found a place to have a few drinks and have some dinner, and we made some popgun shooting galleries and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. So, and we called it the Vampire Town because there was literally we walked around there in the daytime and it was dead. There was no cars. There was like 3 people that we walked past. Most of the stores were closed. It was kind of creepy. And then nightfall hits and all of a sudden all the bars open up. So it was pretty fun. But it's been like a year since we went and did all that stuff. So we were ready to go again. And it's funny because I got thinking about it, and karma. We've said this in dozens of videos. There's DDKs, there's 5-2 karmas, there's family food gift videos, there's everything we talk about. We always come back to how karma means action. What are you doing? What action are you taking to move yourself and progress life forward? that's the important thing, is taking some action. And if you're really in tune with it, the best actions to take are the ones that are truth and in harmony and with growth and kind of that universal energy, that positive side of things, bringing light into the world. And we all know what that is. Every one of us, we can feel in our hearts what's light and what's dark. You can sense it. It's something left over from our monkey brains, right? That little teeny tiny Homo sapien nugget left in the base of your skull there. You feel it. But more than anything, karma means action, right? And when I was at I took my girlfriend to a dinner date thing with my dad and stepmom and a bunch of old family friends and stuff like that. And I was sitting down with um, a couple who their dad and mom used to come with, but their dad recently passed away, so they were kind of taking over the tickets for that go around. Um, Really nice young couple. They got a young daughter and stuff. His dad was from Australia, so he just really nice people. But we got talking about it, and we were talking about travel specifically, and how if you want to do something like go on a trip, just look it up, find the tickets, and buy them. Take that step, make your action happen, and the rest will follow suit. Because as anybody that you talk about with travel, everyone's like the most expensive part is the airfare. Well, if you find a deal like what we did, so how we found this trip for Japan is we saw tickets for $700 round trip from LA to Haneda. So it's like, bam, that's a cheapo flight. Buy it. So we bought them that quick. Next thing we know, we're booking our Salt Lake to LA trip. Done. And now it's on to hotels, and you know, it was 7, 8 months in the making. It came together pretty quickly because Rex is like the most amazing human being in the world. I'm just gonna he he not only does all the stuff that he does for karma, right? But he takes piano lessons. He takes dance lessons. He and I used to be dancers way back in the day, but we stopped, and now we're getting back into it. And just it's he's kicking butt at it. He's gotten into ballroom, and I was going for a little bit, and I'm looking to go again. Scheduling's been a bit tough. I digress. But like he does so many things, but on top of that, he's the greatest fucking travel agent in the world. Like the way that he'll plan a trip and put things together and coordinate it is it's pretty awesome because all said and done, right? Like last year when we went, the trip came out to like $1,800 a person, and the only reason it was that much is because they threw a last minute $250 COVID test at us. Otherwise, it was like $1,550. It was dirt cheap. This go around, we're looking at like 1,800 again, but we're also throwing on trip insurance. So this one, because we're taking my dad and my stepmom, right? How cool of a Christmas present and idea was that? And again, Rex, baddest mofo I know right there, because he had the idea, and I was lucky enough that he said, "Hey Jake, how would you like to jump in on this with me?" That's exactly how it goes down, because that man is nothing but action incarnate. He is one of those things that just goes and finds something and wants to. I tend to jump at things quite frequently, but I analyze. I'll think about it beforehand. I've got to have a minute to make sure and check some boxes where he sees it and just knows that it's right and jumps. It's pretty amazing. And because of it, I get to do things like go to Japan 2 years in a row. Yeah, I live with that. Who wouldn't, right? So, but that's it. It's literally that's who and what we are, guys, as human beings, as these fleshy vessels of universal energy that are stuck on a rock flying through the universe at ridiculous speeds. Like, what is life if not action? And that's it right there. So that's why I'm always, what are you doing? What's your action? What's your karma, right? Because we all have it. We all have to do it. It's the work, it's the play, it's the all of it. It's our karma. So it's why we named the business Karma Incarnate, is because whatever your action, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you are speaking into existence, because this right here, This tool that I'm using, guys, my voice, oh, right? This is manifesting things into the world. Whether or not you hear it, whether or not anybody else is actually paying attention and wanting it to, I'm manifesting what I want out loud, which gives me action and purpose that I can then follow to achieve goals and change my world and my life for the better. Like adding in a new partner and her kid, or having my mom get her wrist feeling better so that her and I can take the dogs for walks again. Stuff like that. It's just whatever you want, if you're willing to take some action, to put your karma behind it, it's the universe responds. And the thing that I've always found is best, and the place where you get the most joy and reward, or at least I did, is when I'm doing things for the betterment of all of us, right? When it's not just all about me, but when it's all about everybody. When you're looking to do no harm but just do good, and sure, you might have a few hiccups, you might have a few spots where you go, oh, that might have been a little too much, but you're taking that action, you're doing something, and more than anything, don't forget to reflect and look back on what you're doing, and keep in mind that we are all just, again, a fleshy sack of universal energy stuck on a rock, right? Like, well, that's as bad as wild as it comes. So, but we're going to Japan. That's the cool part. Is this fleshy sack's going to go to Japan for like 2.5 weeks. We're gonna go see the sumo wrestling events. I'm excited. Like, those guys are cool. Rex Rex and I, years ago, we went, and it was our very first time. Well, my first time going. We stayed in this little hotel in Japan, in the Ryogoku district, which is where they have the sumo wrestling arena in Tokyo. Right, it's in Ryogoku. So we stayed there, and we get up in the morning to go grab coffee and a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's and stuff. And we're sitting in this 2-story uh, McDonald's, looking down the road. Like six sumo wrestlers, big ones, ride by on these little tiny Schwinn bicycles, ringing bells and stuff. And he and I just went, yeah, that's that's where you just can't go wrong. It's the most amazing, incredible experience you'll ever see. Just look at that stuff and going, okay, yeah, the world is amazing. It's cool to see stuff like that. Man, awesome. But we're actually going to go watch him. We got tickets to the event. We're going to take my old man because he's a wrestler at heart. I know he is. But we're looking to have a great time, and we're going to be traveling like all the way down to the southernmost island off of Honshu down there, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be way cool. We're going to stay at some resorts and see as much as we can. I think we'll stop at the Hiroshima Museum and go around and Miyajima. That's the other one, Miyajima. We're going to do that one this go around because I've never done those, but Rex has years and years and years ago. And you know what's incredible, and really this again goes to show you how our actions and what we're speaking into the universe is part of it. Is like, so all of this started, and we went to Japan last year, and and life just it's been really amazing the last few months. But over the course of all of it, we reconnected with our old Japanese tutor, Tomoko Moses, an incredible woman right here in Salt Lake. She taught us Japanese back when I was in high school, and she was just the most incredible tutor. Her and Rex actually started one of Rex's very first businesses when he was in high school, which was a youth ambassador program, taking kids and students from Utah schools over to Japan to do foreign exchange visits. They stayed at schools, they visited businesses, they went to like the consulate, they went and fully did the student ambassador thing, just like I did when I went to Australia and New Zealand when I was in high school. Um, but we reconnected with her because she wandered into my day job, and I looked at her and I did a double take, and then I looked at her account information, and I looked at her, I was like, you gave me my love of Japan. I just got back. It was great to see you. Great big hug. We've gone and seen her and had dinner a few times. But she got talking to me 2 weekends ago because we went and had dinner to help another local family that's getting ready to go over to Japan plan some of their itinerary points and give them some ideas on places to go see and how to kind of structure their trip to get the most out of it. And through that, she has come back to us wanting to rejuvenate this student exchange program that we did. And she's got connections through the school districts because she's continued doing it ever since that happened years and years ago. And us no longer being really involved with it, she continued. She still takes kids and plans trips for students to go to Japan and learn the amazing things and differences and cultures that this world has to hopefully start sparking some of that unification and more of that action to bring change in the world in positive ways. And it's incredible. But she reached out to us going, hey, I should put you guys in touch with these people and you guys should start taking over this stuff. And so through our karma, through our action, it looks like there might just have to be a rejuvenation of traveling things one day because I love to travel. Rex loves to travel. There's so many incredible places to see in the world that why wouldn't we want to share that love with parents and kids alike all around the world, right? So kind of crazy what our actions, like I said, speak it into existence, and there it is. The next thing you know, she wanders into my work. Boom. Amazing woman just right there with me to visit and talk and you know what I got to do? I got to help her make the most out of her investments with the recent sale of her home because that's what she needed to do that day. Is she needed to find a way to start making sure that she was taken care of into retirement because she's come up on that. So whether or not she'll do it, that's another story because she's a little firecracker still, that Tomoko, but she's amazing. I love her to pieces. Oh yeah, so good. But anyway, guys, this is really, since I am flying solo, I guess I hadn't even talked about that yet. There's life. Life is nothing but action, guys. Jump in and take some because it's the best thing you can do. But so I'm talking about we were talking about Miss Moses just now, and some of these things that we're doing. But like, what's even more incredible is the fact that through all of this, everybody is still so supportive and we haven't lost any traction with the people that want to keep doing karma. Rex and I keep adding more in and wanting to take more action and do more things and live more and see and we still keep in touch with our people because that more than anything is what it takes to really make the change in your life. Is it takes the consistency, it takes that self-discipline and self-sacrifice to say, you know what, this is good, not only for me, but for all of us. And therefore it's worth giving some of my time, giving some of my energy or my focus or, my words, like what I'm doing tonight, right? I might be talking to an audience of one, but I'm still willing to give my time and my efforts to something. And if I keep doing it, then it has nothing. It has no option but to at least start doing something. We can adjust. Like my lady friend would say, like I need to I need to do a little bit better on the promotion side. Yeah. And then she also wants to do some. She's wonderful. She's an amazing woman. I'm lucky to have her in all kinds of ways because she's ready and raring to go to help get this done, and I can't wait to get it done because it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great as we get more of this stuff going. But yeah, she's awesome, and we geez, where was I going with that one? I almost wish I could rewind and go back to what I was saying 10 seconds ago. She was helping me with things. Hey, buddy. I see him messaging me. That's Ethan. He's sending me chats because, like I said, it's live. I'm here just giving my time, giving my energy, putting something out there to get it done. Because as we do it, it will get better. It will improve. It's gonna make everything else just and we picked such a unique thing in the fact that it's one of the like the most common things that we share, right? Food, shelter, water, and security are like some of the most basic things, and that's what we're talking. Love you too, buddy. I hope you guys made it home safe. I hope. Well, I'm guessing you took off, maybe. But I love you guys, and I hope you drive safe home because it's blowing in a storm out there. Yeah, we're gonna get some more snow, I think. But we distractions. Uh, make your actions good ones, guys. I'll just sum it up that way, because when you wish upon a star, I completely forgot. I got sidetracked, and this is one of the great things about family and friends and loved ones, guys, is when you get is wrapped up into an idea, because like go back and look at our YouTube channel. If you're looking at this, or if I'm going to make this into a clip. I need to make a clip saying, "Hey guys, be sure to check out all the other Karmic Transmissions. They're saved on our YouTube channel, and you can always go back and watch them because there's something new all the time." I need to put something like that out there too, and there's going to be the clip. But I need to do that because we've got so much stuff that just shows the growth and potential and lives that we've touched and things that we've done over all the years. And you'll get laser focused. You'll get that tunnel vision, right? You see that goal and you'll tend to forget about things. And then they come along and surprise you, like this kid right here, and like his mom. They're just amazing people, and I love having them with me. And they really do just bring a smile on my face all the time because they're great. But like it all comes back to that key thing. That's why it's even more important now than ever to do incredible things and take steps and actions that line up with that like I said, that universal good that we feel. It's not something you think about. It's not something you can sit there and necessarily identify with fact and logic, but you can look at a situation and feel that it's right or that it's wrong. And if you're doing that and you're trusting your gut, so to speak, and you're feeling your way through it, and and can actively make a decision one way or the other, I always recommend the other way. Do it with the good. Do it with that good feeling to you, because it's just that's what we got to do. That's how we're going to improve and make this world the true paradise that we want it to be. Because it's going to be a little different for all of us, but if we're not getting in each other's way and we're not causing issue and we're all just kind of acting for the betterment of the whole, that's paradise, guys. We got it, and it's in all of us to do it, because all it takes is our karma, our action. And I don't know why we don't do it more often, because it feels good. Makes you do this, makes you grin, ear to ear, just excited. We had some scholarship winners come into my work today, and I got to help pop the confetti, right? And yes, I am thirsty, so I'm drinking, but I'm talking. It's the best poison on earth. I know it'll kill me, but God, it's so good. But yeah, I got to pop the confetti and shower the kid. You see them. So the funny part is these are all like high school kids and stuff, and they're all getting money for college, and they're getting ready to go out and start experiencing some of that life and taking their karma into the actual social sphere for the first time. And to have a little bit of a leg up, a little bit of an extra kick into it, some extra energy to play with. Man, they just get excited and they're grinning. Makes you, and you can't help but feel good and grin with them, because you know that it's well earned and well fought for. Because nothing's better than seeing people that get those things that they work for. Because it is just inspiring all the way around. It makes everybody want to do a little better, I think. I mean, there are those that are filled with nothing but animosity and resentment and things like that. And to them, I feel a little pity and a little empathy, and it's too bad because there's so much more to life, and all you got to do is change your point of view just 1 degree, and it can be all the difference in the world. But that's on the individual, and that's the part that amazes me about the individuals is that they're so incredible and so unique and so capable that they can surprise you at every turn. You know, even when they're just sitting here drinking poison, talking on a Monday night, they can surprise you sometimes. Like getting messages saying "I love you" and are those trophies? The smiley trophy. I don't know emojis, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm. If you can't see, there's like lots of gray coming in here. You know, I name them after my friends. Uh, no, I don't. I used to tease friends that way, but I don't anymore. But I'm not the young buck that I was to understand all of this stuff. The emojis and the stamps and the whatnots and the howsits. But they're fun. Okay, they are trophies. They're smiling trophies. I get that now. Thanks, dude. So, but yeah, it's just amazing how much your thoughts and your actions and what you're doing, just saying them out loud, it brings it into reality. It brings it into existence because it's Rex and I we got in shape. We started to tape. We did a bunch of stuff that way over the last few years because like we hit the gym. We were swimming 3 days a week. I've been trying to get back into it again because we took a little hiatus through the holidays because life life has been intense, but you get through it and you try to smile through it, and though it's rough, there's a lot of love and there's a lot of goodness and there's a lot of hope that comes with all of it. So you just keep smiling, you keep working through it. But Rex and I did. We lost some weight. We got excited. We were traveling again. We were doing those things that just made us happy, right? And for some reason, we both were like, yeah, it might be fun to go out and try to meet girls. Let's go meet girls. And literally, like 3 months in, it's like, oh, hey, look, they got girlfriends. So it was just kind of funny and crazy how it all came about. But it's been a wonderful ride all the way. And so I say this tool right here is the most powerful tool. It's also one of the ones that we've got to pay the most attention to because what we say is typically just before us doing it, right? And so if you follow the chain of action, it goes and I've said this before, you feel it, right? You think it because you gotta take that feeling and analyze it and break it down and turn it into an actual cognitive like this is a way of explaining it. Okay, you say it and then you do it. Like, all of these steps are incredibly important to the process because at any given time in that process, if you're not being a little bit mindful, if you're not watching a little bit, it's real easy to start taking the shortcuts and the quick routes and all of those things just to accomplish goals without realizing exactly what cost might come to you for it down the road. Because it all comes at a cost. The bill always comes due for everybody. So that's the part where I start saying you need to be mindful of that connection. When you're thinking it and you're starting to say it, are you where are you at with it? Because it's not going to be long before you're doing it, and whether it's good, bad, or otherwise. Once it happens, you should be held accountable for your actions. And if they're good ones, fantastic. Hopefully, it means that all of us get to benefit from those, right? If they're not so good ones, we'll be lucky if the only person that you do any kind of destructive force to is yourself. Typically, pardon me, there's collateral damage. Excuse me, sorry. That is the one downside of Dr. Pepper. there's typically collateral damage. Even when you're clapping, right? Some of the super duper green people are going to say that you're killing fungal spores and you're damaging the universe. Valid, sure. I can't deny the fact that might be happening. But then again, there's fungus and that kind of stuff in here. I probably need to clean my house better. But anyway, it's no matter what you do, you're gonna leave a mark. You're gonna leave an impact. So be sure that when you're looking at those things, you're taking that into some kind of consideration before you start speaking about it. At least think about it first, because it won't be long before you start talking about it and actually doing it, and then we'll all have to see what happens, because it's the way it goes. Cynthia is so. One of the best things about her is she loves calling me on my crap, and she's picking on me for picking on the green people. I'm not picking on them, and it's been 40 minutes. I'm just saying they'll say these things, and they're valid. They're no, they're not. And I do got to say, baby, just as a side note, you're right. There are 3 weeks in every month, just like there's 4 weeks in every month. So we are both correct in the statement. There. Now you can lord that over me. You've got proof of it right here for forever and a day, because it'll be on YouTube. Um. Anyway, so your impact is always going to, your karma, your action is always going to do something. And I want you to think about it. I want you to consider it, because we all at some point in time, whether it's you're having kids and putting more spawn of yourself into the world to go out and interact with everybody else, or if you're sitting at home, you know, clicking buttons and sending people information and money and things to help, like it's all the same. It all leaves a wake, it leaves a trail, it leaves a mark. And don't forget to make that a good one, because that's all that we can do. Because if you do, and this is the part that this is the crazy thing that every holy man and spiritual leader and teacher and guru and government, you name who they are, this is the one thing that they all understand more than anything else, is that if you start putting it out there, the universe will bring it back to you. You're going to get to have it. If you want to do, like I said, Rex and I love to travel and love to do these things. And what happens? All of a sudden, oh, hey, maybe I'll put you in touch with all these people so you can start your travel business again. Whoa, okay. I didn't expect that one, but yeah, I'm down. Let's talk. Let's make something happen, because that's what life's all about, is taking the opportunity when it's there in front of you. And I hate to say it, you got nobody to blame but yourself if you let it walk by you. That's on the, like I said again, the individual is the incredible thing. That's the unique part, is that it can always surprise you. And it's the surprising ones that we all go, shit, I wish that was, I had that idea. I should have done it. I should have jumped. I should have made the patent. I should have filed the claim. I should have bought the URL, whatever you want to call it. Like, everybody has that moment. And it's just like, well, all that person did was they jumped. They took it. They left. And you could have too. We all could have. Leap into a pool of that and drink myself to death. Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, that's why I say this month is incredibly fun. It's exciting. It's all kinds of stuff. But so look at this. I've still only told you what's going on and how important it is for you to take your action with it. Like, right now. So, if you have been following along, there's been a ton of changes, a lot of stuff going on in everybody's life, and typically there would be like, sorry, I was rubbing my ass. Typically there would be like me and Rex or Colby or Clint, or Ethan was here. Sometimes we'd have on like Carrie or the Steels and stuff. We just try to have people on. And for the last few months, it's been harder and harder to get some guests, because there's just life is going like crazy for everybody, and it's no less different from my other regulars. Like Rex, with everything that he's doing with his new girlfriend, and chasing down some of his little unique things and passions. He's not available on Monday night sometimes. So hit and miss. I'm sure he'll be on again here soon. Um, Big, huge, heartfelt shout out to my sister-in-law, Nisha. That's kind of kept Clint away. She's been really sick. My girlfriend's dad's been sick. Here's a crazy one. I have 2 people in my family that are fighting necrotic pancreatitis. Yeah, my sister-in-law and my girlfriend's dad have both been hospitalized with it. She just got out after 31 days. He's still there on day 27. It's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, life happens that fast. See, Colby and Alyssa, they're kind of it's hard to catch them some days because they do live a little bit further away now. So it's kind of hit and miss. And personally, I get busy. I get super busy during the day, and I'll kind of lose track of time sometimes and forget to call somebody and say, "Hey, meet me at my house. We can do this." So we all get a little bit scattered, but it's about coming back and doing it anyway. It's about sticking with it and having the consistency and the wherewithal to just keep on, because what we're doing is amazing, and what we want you people to get involved with us in is truly incredible. But you know, it's there. It's already existing, and I'll keep talking about it because it's what I'm doing, and that's the most important thing is talking about your action. So what you're doing, what you're living, what you're liking, and that's why I've been flying solo the last few months, is because there's just been so much of life happening to people that none of us can escape it. None of us can get away from it. But if it's worth it, if it's important like this is, like guys, I spend $50 a month to buy food to go to food banks and feed people in need. That's what I do. That's that's everything that we put into this business, summed up in the most tiniest of sound bites. Is I buy food $50 a month to go to food banks and help those in need. With $50, I get to put cat and dog food in there too. I can feed pets along with the family because that's what it takes to make change. Is something like that. For $25, you can still buy food for a family. You don't get the pet food. That's the only thing missing from our $25 and $10 get family food gifts. Is the pet food isn't included because pet food's a little more pricey, and the pets won't get any help if their humans aren't taken care of. So we've got to make sure that we put our priorities in order, right? But that's what we do. We buy food and we put it in a food bank, and all we ask is that you buy food with us. Go to our website, buy a family food gift. Done. If you do that, you get to say exactly what I said. I buy $50 worth of food every month to be delivered to a food bank. That's what I'm doing, and I'm making a difference in the world. I'm taking action in the world. And if we all do that, well, where do we end up? What can we do, right? Because it's that consistency, that little bit of sacrifice, that toil, that work that we have to give up in order to reap the rewards of it. And if we all do it together, then we all get to share that much more of it. And that's one of the most unique things about human nature is sharing. Even our monkey ancestors understand the idea of sharing, right? Like, all of them, they've seen it. All Jane Goodall, all those primatologists and everything, they've seen it happen. They all share. They understand the idea of community and troop and pack and loyalty. And the ones that aren't loyal enough get torn to pieces and ostracized and destroyed. Sounds a lot like humans, right? So, yeah, kind of crazy, but so I say that little nugget of our animal brain in there, we can feel it. We know because we've been part of this grand experiment of life for what's life been on the planet, 2.5 billion years or some shit. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't remember that number very well. But life has existed in some facet for a real long time, and that old memory That old code is still inside of us, and it's that part that we, like I said, we feel it. It has nothing to do with this, right? This thing up here, you can probably hear me tapping on it. I've got that old Dutch hard head, and it's hollow, but it's not a part of this. It's in here. It's that thing where you can just look at something and know red flag, not right. It's innate. It's an inherent part of every human being. It's crosses every culture and subdomain of humanity, right? It's a feeling, and when that feeling strikes you that things are good and right and they're worth following, like best thing you do is go for it, give it a shot, because at least you can say that you tried, right? You can put your shoulder to the work for just a few minutes and say that you gave it a go, because that's the only way that any of it gets better. It's why we have day jobs, or if you're just a guy that says I have a job, cool. Like that, even that effort is recognized in some facet. You'll have something to show of it. These days, it seems like it's less and less because everything is so expensive. Like I said, guys, it's all energy, it's all power. And if you've seen your power bill lately, if you've seen your heating bills, I'm sure your winter is not going as well as you would like, because man, it's hard. It's expensive, but it's worth it. If you got the ones that you love with you, you're doing incredible things. It's always worth it, because you'll find more. You'll do more. You can get more if you're willing to try. So it's just incredible at how quickly. Because look at this. I've been talking for 51 minutes. Probably about nothing. It's probably boring, but you know what? I'm here to do just this. I'm here to bore you and talk about karma if that's what you feel like it is, because I ain't got nothing better to do. That's not true. That's absolutely. I got so much shit that I could be doing, but this is what needs to be done. This is what I want to do, because talking about these things, spreading some ideas, and sharing just thoughts, it's what I want more of, and ideally, I want to start having more people come on. That's the key. I've had an idea for how things are going to go and how I'm going to bring it about, and some stuff that's going to go on. Because I've always told you guys about updates. I wanted to do a recording room upstairs. New changes are kind of shuffling that one around. I might have a big space opening up in my backyard. So I'm really sitting here going, okay, I think I've got an idea for a studio, a garage. I'm going to put something together that space opens up the way that I want it to, and I can get the zoning done right. But like I've got a whole plan, so that I can start bringing people and have these conversations again. You know, just to have people come on and tell me about what they're doing, what their action, what their karma is, because this is a karmic transmission after all. That's what it's always been. It's been meant to be. But I also want to re-implement, like, I'm thinking about bringing back Zoom as a platform, guys, which will give us some options that way to maybe do some remote sessions and bring in people from further away, because limited resources and things like that aside, at least we've got the technology, right? It's still here with us for the moment. So, but there's a lot of cool stuff that we're going to do that way. And karma, like I said, guys, it kicks every month. We're going to be buying, labeling, and delivering food this weekend. That's what we're going to do. What are you going to do? That's my question to you guys, others. What are you going to do this weekend? What's going to be the thing that you do to set you apart from the rest of us? The ones that I mean are just kind of sit at home, clicking TV, talking about all the cool shit they wish they could do because you know, they're whatever. And instead, take some action. Go to the gym if that's what you want to do. Like, go for a walk. I'm gonna walk my dogs. I haven't done that in a minute, because that's all. That's what life is about, is action. And I can't say it enough. But I will wrap this one up about this time, because I'm getting a little dry, and my contacts have to come out. My eyes are killing me, guys. It's been a long day. A long day. But as always, everyone, thank you for joining me. Check us out. Go to our website, karmaincarnate.com. Click on the link to buy some food. It just says make your impact. It's a blue button right at the bottom of that initial page. You click on that. It's going to link you to our shopping cart. You can buy some food. You can get in touch with us through there. If you think we're full of shit and that we can't actually make change, well, go buy some food and tell me that too, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'll show you how much change your money can bring us, because it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. We work our ass off to make sure that dollar goes as far as it can. So don't ever sell it short. But check out our website, karmincarnage.com. Social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or sorry, it's not Twitter, it's X. Is that what they do? Do they have things? See, I don't pay attention to this stuff. It's boring. I'm not gonna lie. I find social media boring, because I'd rather go do something. I'd rather let's go throw the frisbee around. Let's go play a video. Like, I'd rather do something than be on social media. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's a necessary evil. We're here. We're doing it. We're gonna have more fun with it, because that's what we need. We need more fun. And you can just be a regular average Joe like me. Nothing special. I got a little tiny home in the middle of Salt Lake. It was with a wonderful family that I have around me, and just an average guy. But it doesn't mean that I can't strive to be, extraordinary in my doings throughout the day by helping others and feeding them, just like you can. So, but as always, guys, check it out, karmiccarnage.com. All of our Twitter, social media, Facebook, all that stuff. At the Karmic Feed is what we are on X. Watch for probably a TikTok in the future and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. There'll probably be some new one afterwards. Slapjack. Who knows? Whatever the next app is, I'm sure we'll find out about it and jump on that one too eventually. So, but find us, look us up, buy some food, or if nothing else, just go make an incredible karmic impact in your life somewhere with somebody doing something. Because you'll find that little bit of action will make you want to do a whole lot more. So until then, everybody, I love everyone. All enjoy your evening. Try not to worry too much about life, because it's all going to keep on going. So smile, tap your toe, and keep on dancing with it, guys. As Rex would say, karma.